Hello everyone, I'm a disappointed fan who has hyperfixated on this dead game. I like to lay out my personal suggestions to improve the game or even end the cycle of development hell. Let's begin. Apparently a Yano is a Yandere because the genetics are a curse, but in my opinion that's just not interesting, especially since there's no option as of current writing to go against what is supposedly her nature. I'd argue that it also removes some agency from a Yano, since it could be explained away as merely being in the blood or in her nature. However, as a player, you do have the option to use non-lethal elimination methods, so at least there's still some agency in those regards. Personally, I would just build off this video and have it as Ryoba conditioning Ayano into seeing violence as an acceptable solution to this problem of hers. I think I'd also emphasize that Ryoba's love for Ayano is superficial, as Ryoba loves Ayano as a manifestation of Ryoba and Jokichi's love, rather than Ayano herself. This leaves Ayano unable to properly express herself as her sense of love and identity is already warped from her parents. She's been loved as a symbol, not a person. These changes would make it possible for Ayano to evaluate her values she was taught growing up, which could lead to character development or interesting dilemmas if handled correctly. Maybe she has to juggle between whether or not to be safe in what she knows and eliminate rivals lethally, or try to seek genuine connection but risk falling out of her Yandere mother's good graces. You can imagine what would happen if Ayano fell out of line from a woman who has already eliminated her rivals and set up with her man, and if I were to pull a thread from canon, would literally choose her husband over her daughter. While not impossible the genetics of her setup, I think the indoctrination approach is much darker and could arguably make the game's perception more serious. Another problem Yandere Dev himself has wanted to change. The setup is already there, it just needs to be adopted over the genetic/curse one. He's boring. Everyone has said that. While he could be blank intentionally for player interpretation, at least give him a makeover or something. If worst comes to worst, just make his parents ultra wealthy. I mean, this is, or at least was, supposedly a prestigious school. But hey, maybe Kazana's rather greedy. I remember seeing an interaction of him missing the trash can and being a dork. Maybe build upon that? The main gripe so far is how external the rivals' conflicts are. Osana has a stalker, Amai has a rival bakery. But what about their internal worlds? Even small things. Maybe Osana greets Ayano outside of a wave. I didn't realize it until I saw this fan animation. But there's just so little interaction between Ayano and the rivals outside of Taro, and it leaves the rivals as being so boring and uncharacterized. To be honest, I don't really give a damn about these guys. Too much lore for what? How does this affect the game? I keep the story really simple. When Ryoba killed her rivals and affected the school's reputation, that's when the Saikous began to resent the Aishis. Although the Saikous wouldn't want another Aishi in the school, I suppose that Ryoba could use her murders as blackmail since the Saikous are worried about the reputation. Beyond that, I have no clue why the Saikous would let another Aishi in, especially if they know about the curse or whatever. Perhaps the video game is not the right medium to express what Yandere Sim could have been. Writing books, publishing videos, drawing comics, or even animation could have been better avenues to go with instead of a video game. A huge example of this working was when I was young. I consumed a bunch of fan-made media on DeviantArt and YouTube. With the lack of substance from Yandere Simulator itself, fanworks kept the fandom alive for a good long while. Here are the mediums I have proposed. Books. Literally the easiest medium to at least start off in. Alex Mahan clearly is able to write, and he can clearly read, so making a book should be theoretically easy. I mean, of course, it's not going to be a walk in the park, but I think with 11 years, you can have a book out by now. A complete book, even. A step up from books are comics. But this one, from what I can tell, it seems like, I'm confused. Should I call him Mahan or Yandere Dev? I'm used to calling him Yandere Dev, to be honest. But, the developer, he could partner up with an artist, indie. Well, yeah, it's probably gonna be indie, and just create a comic together essentially. Oh, you know what? We have the framework of Webtoon now. If he didn't have his famous, or rather infamous, reputation, he could just turn Yandere Simulator into a webcomic. Another medium of proposal is videos. Clearly, we all seen his YouTube channel, right? He can clearly make videos. He could just make more narrative driven videos. The last medium I propose is animation. Okay, animation's not really easy, but given how much time Yandere Sim has taken as a video game, 11 years and only maybe two-ish rivals in the game, animation, you can get out a whole movie, I think, in 11 years. While animation's not exactly easy, it's also not exactly, it doesn't have the limitations of a video game either. I mean, I guess that applies to all these mediums. They're not inherently easy, but they're comparatively, their cons are lesser than video games as a medium. I mean, it's like pick your poison. We've seen the developers struggle with video games as a medium, so I think trying out literally any of these other ones couldn't really hurt, except maybe animation. I've heard the way this guy treats his volunteers. I do not want to know how he treat an animator. Another idea I got, though this one is probably more controversial, is just to ditch this framework entirely. This Persona, or supposedly Persona X Hitman crossover thing, it's not working. So, my idea is maybe copy other games that have actually released. One of my examples being Telltale's adaptation of The Walking Dead. That one is very much focused on story rather than gameplay. And another game is to copy Needy Streamer Overload, which is, I think, a Tigochi game technically. It's like you take care of a girl, and depending on how her stats are, you get an ending. That's how I would describe it. But yeah, those are my main suggestions or proposals for basically anyone who wants to take a crack at this, I guess, genre. Um, I know I have my own take on it, but I think everyone does. Well, we'll see where this goes. Saranara. I'm like so done right now. I think of the script, he has the least amount of words. Oh my gosh, that's 3 fucking minutes. I had to record this 3 times. This is my third time doing it. That's probably why I'm not so expressive. I don't even know if I'll stick with the reroid because, well, somewhat to make a point, somewhat out of laziness, I just kept it default for the most part. Like, these hair textures are mine. The uniform is a mix of it being mine and default. It's like a modified default. I'm bored enough. Let me show you. Okay, I think it's alt. Here we go. Here's the avatar of Medora Gurin. I did redesign the uniform a bit. So this is her. I did have the option between using her, Mai, and technically Ayano, but Ayano looks really ugly right now. Her haircut is not doing her justice. But Mai is looking beautiful. Look at that. Oops, let me move her down a bit. Gorgeous. I'm not very good at highlights. But overall, it looks very nice, I think. Even if the majority of it is just default assets and maybe minor texture swaps. I think I spent the most detail in the hair and a little bit of editing the uniform. Oh, I forgot, but this Mai here, I gave her custom fingernails. So we got a rainbow here, and then the other side of the rainbow. Oh, okay. I am starting to lose control. The controls here are very. It's not natural, I'll tell you what. I am so old in the Yandere Simulator space. I remember a time when she didn't even have a real name. It was Yandere Chan. Oh, oh boy. I think I'm getting the curse in another way. Ugh. Should I do another take? My back is twisted the wrong way. Okay.